Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Diecast Garage. Today, we're going to be talking about some of my favorite items that I have over here in my Dukes of Hazzard collection, including a new product that I just got today, and I'm super duper excited about it because I've been looking for one of these, but no matter where I went, Cooters, they didn't have it online. Where I looked, they have them, but not for the price that I'm willing to pay. But luckily, my grandma, she hooked me up and she found one for a reasonable price actually, and at I think a flea market, and she got it for me. And so I'm going to show that to you today. But first, we're going to go through some of my top, we'll say top 5 items. Plus, we're going to do the new thing right there. I'm actually going to turn this maneuverable thing off here. There we go. So now you can see me, and that thing will not move. Actually, I might go ahead and just turn it off. There we go. So now, my favorite item in the Dukes of Hazzard collection. I honestly, I really don't know what it would be. But if I had to pick anything, it's the Cooter's tow truck that I showed in my last Dukes of Hazzard video. I reviewed it. Great product. Absolutely love it. It's signed actually by Ben Jones, I believe, who was, if y'all know, he played um, Cooter on the Dukes of Hazzard, which I think just makes that truck even so much more special, which I thought was super, super, super cool. Okay, the next item is another item is this Big General Lee right here. I'll see if I can zoom in the camera so you all can see everything a little bit better. It's this Big General Lee right here. My dad and we built this out of a model kit that you could have gotten at Walmart a while back. And they had one of these available. My dad got it for me as a gift for some sort of holiday. I can't remember exactly which one. And later on, we decided we were going to make it a General Lee. So we bought water slide decals, I think, off of eBay. Put the Rebel Flag General Lee and '01 on there because obviously you couldn't get it because they don't make the stickers anymore. Well, I mean they do, but they don't sell them in your regular stores like Walmart, Kroger, and places like that. They don't sell them there because for a long time the Dukes of Hazzard has been, wouldn't say banned from stores, but it's just been kind of harder to find products. And whenever usually you find stuff with the Dukes of Hazzard name on it, it's usually the DVD set, and that's all that they have of the Dukes of Hazzard, which is crazy to think. But anyways, that's a whole nother video. But we got the roll cage, we painted the interior tan. The only thing that we haven't done to this car is make the back tail lights black, which I don't know if we're gonna do that or not. We haven't made that decision yet. But honestly, that generally one of my favorite pieces of the Dukes of Hazzard collection, without a doubt. Okay, my next item is an original item from 1981. Y'all have seen it quite a bit, and I'm gonna whip on the old white gloves here. As soon as you see the white gloves come out on in the in the shoot, sorry, Diecast Garage. Whenever you see these things come out, you know that something special is about to be featured. I rarely ever use these, but whenever I do, I have a good reason to. So now I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna grab one of my favorite pieces in the Dukes of Hazzard collection is right here. An original, um, excuse me, an original 1981 Ertl from the Dukes of Hazzard era. The original General Lee that's still in the original packaging was originally sold at Target for 79 cents. Then they sold it on clearance at, I believe, the same store for 50 cents. Now, 1981, today, that's reasonably about $1. So back then, 50 cents was about $1, what it is today. So pretty good deal, in my opinion. Pretty cool car. And I've got 2 of them that my dad played with that are from the exact same year, that are out. They're loose, but I have them encased so that way they won't get any more damage than they already are. Well, y'all have seen them. Okay, so You know what? We're just gonna kind of pretend like that never happened. We definitely didn't just drop an Uncle Jesse pickup truck, which luckily this thing wasn't an original one from the original show. Actually, I don't. Could somebody tell me in the comments? Back in the day, did they sell the Uncle Jesse pickup truck in any sets? That's what I want to know. Did they sell it? All right. My next item is one that you actually would not expect from the Dukes of Hazzard collection. It's this car right here, this custom Hot Wheels General Lee. That's not in the original orange color. And you're like, okay, this is pretty cool, but sorry. But why is it not in the orange that we've always known and loved? Well, if y'all watched my YouTube short about fun facts about the Dukes of Hazzard, you'll know that I explained that the original color for the General Lee was going to be this Confederate gray paint job right here. And I think the people who designed this car right here in this Hot Wheels packaging, I think that's what they were going for, was the original idea for the car, because they originally were, like I said, they were going to originally use that Confederate gray paint job, but didn't look as good on film, didn't fit the car, which honestly, yeah, I could see it doesn't fit the car well, but it does look good on the model. And also, it's nice to have that to explain to people, hey, why do you have that gray General Lee? Then I could tell them, that was supposed to be the original color, which I think is pretty neat. Not my favorite item, but one of my top favorite items, I'll say. Okay, the next item is also one that's also in the package. Let me just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and the fifth item is actually going to be the new item that I just got as I drop this thing on to the Volkswagen Bug collection. Sorry about that. Another thing. Act like that never happened. Okay, so here we have a very, very, very rare item to find. It is Daisy's Roadrunner. Now, this is a more modern day packaging, obviously, as you can see. But, besides that, this is a Johnny Lightning. Let's see when this was from. Yeah, 2006. Yeah, this is more modern. So back in whenever they were making these cars, they would include a magnet, which is what this picture of Daisy is. That's a magnet. Then this is just a piece of paper. As you can see, they're completely separate. Then you include the car. Honestly, in my opinion, I'm going to keep this one in the package because this is a very rare item to find anywhere. Anywhere that you go, you cannot find this. Why? I don't know. It's probably not the most popular item of a Dukes of Hazzard collection, but this is the only car that I was missing. And I bet you, if you have your own Dukes of Hazzard collection, if you go look at it right now, you'll probably notice that you have the General Lee, multiple copies of the General Lee, Uncle Jesse's pickup truck, Cooter's tow truck, a couple police cars, Boss Hogg's Cadillac, Daisy's Jeep, but you won't find Daisy's Roadrunner. You know why? It's not that common of an item because it was only in there for a couple of seasons. And then in that episode, it went over into Rainbow Canyon. Spoiler alert! Went over to Rainbow Canyon because the brakes failed. Then it just kind of went into a big pillar of smoke and flames. Rest in peace to this yellow, beautiful car. Which, honestly, I know they probably wanted to get rid of that one to something that's more off-road friendly. But still, it was a cool car while it lasted. Definitely a car that we should remember, but not the most popular item of the Dukes of Hazzard collection. Okay, so to the last item, and also to the newest item of the Dukes of Hazzard collection, it is something that I've been looking for a very long time. Makes me sound like I'm 50 years old or something. Trust me, I haven't grown a mustache or anything yet. Not 50 years old yet. Now, people have told me, yes, I have the personality of a 50-year-old. I don't know how to take that yet. So, yeah. Okay, so this next item, the newest item, is probably the coolest item. Well, I wouldn't say coolest, but one of the cooler items. It goes with the original car from 1981. This car right here was built in 1997. This set right here, 1997. So that was around the time that the Dukes of Hazzard was fixing to end, I think. But yeah, it said it was built in Iowa, Narrensville, Iowa. Hope I said that right. In 1997 by the Earl Company. I think I've said enough right there. Now they did make a whole bunch of copies of these. This is a newer one, but this is the newest item. This is the 3-pack of cars, which I've been wanting a 3-pack for my Dukes of Hazzard collection. This has been almost my dream item to have in my collection, which includes a General Lee. Which, look how cool that General Lee looks. Look at that thing. That thing is awesome. Then of course you have, you know, Roscoe, Enos, Cletus, whatever car, police cars, then Boss Hogg's Cadillac. Boss Hogg's Cadillac, yeah, buddy. Now I've got the original one, but I didn't know better, and I opened it up, and I'm kind of beating myself right now. But I do still have the original paper for it, so as long as you have that and you show that you made the mistake, I might actually make a wall of shame of cars I shouldn't have opened. And yeah, put that up on my wall. I might have to end up doing that. Tell me in the comments if I should do that. But yes, this is really cool. That's when they still put the Confederate flag on the roof of the General Lee. And if you've seen the cars that they try to do, because Greenlight, the barn find, you can find little itty bitty specks of the '01, then a little corner of the rebel flag, but they can't. But it's enough to where they can't tell. You can't tell, but real true Dukes of Hazzard fans know that it's the General Lee. You can't hide it from us, Greenlight. We know what you'll still want to make the General Lee, but obviously they'll limit you. But also, anyways, really cool item. I love this card art right here that they have. The General Lee and Bo, Luke, and Daisy, where it says Dukes of Hazzard diecast metal, three vehicle action chase set. So this is the action chase. So this would be the cars that you normally see in a chase. These two battling each other, then this one falling behind. That would be a chase in the Dukes of Hazzard, which I think is really cool that they called it the 3-vehicle action chase set, which I think is pretty cool. It could also mean because it might actually be a much rarer item than I thought. But just finding a 3-pack of Dukes of Hazzard cars like this is already rare in itself. You go to any Cooter's garage and you'll find these on display in case, not for sale, but in case. Which I think to have it here in Diecast Garage, I think that just makes it so much more special, and it just makes the collection absolutely incredible. I don't know how much those things are worth right now. If somebody out there in the comments could hit me up on how much those things are estimated to be worth, I would highly appreciate it. Get these white gloves out of here. You didn't see it, but I just chucked them. All right, I'm going to zoom in on my camera. Forgive me. There we go. So that's pretty much the extent of this video of me going over my favorite items in the Dukes of Hazzard collection. I've got some work to do. Well, anywho, guys, thank you all so much for watching this video of Diecast Garage. Be sure to like and subscribe if you love Dukes of Hazzard content and Hot Wheels content. If you like cars, tractors, trains, airplanes, this is the channel for you, because we talk about it all. Anything, planes, trains, and automobiles, and tractors. We cannot forget the tractors, the thing that pretty much grew this nation that we live in. Anywho, guys, with that being said, from Diecast Garage, I'm not going to do my name reveal. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Like I said, if you like this content, be sure to like and subscribe. Share it with a friend who also likes Dukes of Hazzard. And if they don't, still send it to them anyways, if they want to be annoyed by hearing me jabber. Take that as you will. Alright, later guys. Diecast Garage, out. Later.